Okay, so we're going to take Levi, we're taking him through the beginning stages of how to use a treadmill. So at the very previous to this session, we actually were working him around the treadmill when it was off, right? So we'd have it off, we'd walk around the treadmill, we'd get him to walk up like you just saw him walk on there. But the platform, the belt wasn't moving at all, right? So the dog just started to build the association of getting on and getting this reward, right? So by the time we got to working him on here, he'd already had a little bit of experience of walking on that platform, right? On the platform, which is, in this case, it's the moving belt. So when we finally got to this session here, then it was just a continuation. I walked around this treadmill with the same kind of confidence, and I actually took him on for the first time with the same kind of confidence, but he was smart, right? He figured it out, he went, hang on, this belt's moving. So I had to quickly rely on the previous experience that he had which I would mark that behavior. In other words, I'd say, yes, what you just did now was awesome. Say, here's your reward, right? And then I'd say, if you're listening carefully to the commands in the background, I'd say, okay, which basically meant you can walk off the platform. So I'm not actually asking him to sustain this behavior or to keep doing it, but I'm just generally letting him gain the experience and the confidence, right? Because that's really what it is. So we're going to continue working him on here, and you'll see me saying okay, and then he'll jump off the platform or jump off the treadmill, which is exactly what I'm after. So if you just keep watching now for a little bit longer, right? He's doing well, right? So can we do this without food? Of course we can, but this is a wonderful opportunity for us to be able to use food and the training opportunity to be able to get him to link up that getting on this treadmill is just as good as enjoying your tucker time, right? So he's back on the treadmill, he's doing his thing. After this, you're going to notice that on the back of the treadmill, obviously his paws can fall off. So I do want to give him enough freedom that he actually goes to potentially fall off the back and then goes, oops, I better hurry up. And he corrects himself. So he puts himself into a position where it's not too far back that his back feet will go off the back of the treadmill, and not too far forward where you'll hit the plastic at the front of the treadmills, if you know what I'm saying. So if you don't know, go ahead and have a look at your treadmills and you'll probably get an idea of what I'm talking about. But he's doing very well here, so just keep watching him for a bit. This is really just repetition in the session, but I just wanted to show you that over the 5-minute period, we get the dog going from not being on the treadmill to walking on the treadmill at a fairly comfortable place. So just keep watching.
Come on. Good boy. Come on. Here you go, buddy. Come on. Here we go.
So if you notice, he just comes off the back and he quickly corrects, but then he comes off entirely off the treadmill. So you don't want to stop there. Definitely put him back on the treadmill, okay? So we're just lining it up here just to get ready, bringing him over, sitting him down just before we put him back on, and then we say, treadmill, and he's back on it, right? So we want to keep him working. We don't want to give him the idea that he can just give up, but we do want him to feel confident that he can, if he wants to, he can come off, right? So we kind of just encourage him, right? So just you hear the words, good boy, keep going. Any kind of encouraging words that you want to use, just go for it. Just get him going. This is obviously the first session. I messed up here if you saw me drop a treat on the little belt there, so he's gone off to follow it. But anyway, put him back on and keep him working. But hey, this is the first session. Super proud of how Levi's going. Just continue. I'm gonna tag on just a little session that we did a few days after this, just to show you how he's coming along. But look, fundamentally now we can sort of leave him at a short distance. You definitely don't want to tie him up to the treadmill, because if they do come off, they're going to be tied up to it, right? So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that it's comfortable, it's safe, and they're going to be enjoying this process. They're going to be enjoying the treadmill. The whole purpose of using a treadmill, yes, it is to burn off energy, but it's also to calm their mind down. It's pretty structured. It's pretty slow and steady going. So just get them on there, work them through, and enjoy treadmilling. Okay, guys, I'm going to tag on a video at the end of this. But once again, super proud of Levi, and thanks, guys, for watching.
Okay. Come on.